Hi, greetings. I hope all is well with you. It's Harold Mawela here. Welcome. I want us to share on marriage issues today. And my topic today is the 4 emotional needs in marriage. Yes, the 4 emotional needs in your marriage. Every marriage has emotional needs, So some of the most fundamental needs in a marriage are invisible. You can't see them with your eyes, but they are as real and as vital as physical needs, such as food, water, and shelter. So in my years of doing marriage ministry, my wife Zanella and I have identified 4 core emotional needs in every marriage. Some men might roll their eyes, when they see the word emotional. Most of us men, we run away when we hear the word emotional or emotions, because we believe emotions they belong to women. It's not for us, because some men have naively believed that only women have emotional needs, but that's not the truth. The truth is that both men and women have an equal need for all 4 items on the list that we are going to share just now with you. To say, even men have emotional needs, because men have men emotions. So there's men emotions that are there, and they also have needs. So for the couple who pursue and possesses these invisible emotional attributes, their marriages tend to thrive, even in the face of difficulties. For the couples who neglect any one of these 4 cornerstones of marriage, the relationship tends to be on a shaky ground. So these 4 emotional needs are similar to the 4 legs of a table. You know that the table has got 4 legs, and these legs keeps the table to be balanced. So if one of the legs is missing or either is broken, the whole table will be flimsy, and a bit shaky. So it will not be stable. So these are one of the reasons why most marriages are shaky. So if 2 or more of the legs are missing, the table has no hope of really standing up. And this relates also to our marriages. To say some of our marriages really have no hope of standing up because they lack some of these emotional elements that we need as humans, as people. So if you want your marriage to thrive, make sure that all 4 of these are met consistently. Make sure that there's no shortage. So they will provide a foundation for your relationship, and you'll notice that faith is not on the list of the 4. I know we are people of faith and we want to believe by faith, but it is not on the list. And that's because belief in God isn't just a leg on the table of marriage, So it's the very ground where the table sits. So the table sits on the ground, So that ground, it's the foundation. So that's the faith. So without Christ as your foundation, our best efforts to build a thriving marriage are actually futile. So it's important that we get the basic rights, especially as the children of God. that we get our faith on the ground right. Let's make sure we are able to share together. We are able to pray together, study the word together. We should not neglect our faith. So building on a foundation of faith, here are 4 emotional needs in every marriage. Every marriage that is there has these 4 emotional needs. Let me start by indicating number 1. Number 1 is communication. Communication does for marriage what breathing does for a human body. So it's the very thing that makes survival possible. I know a lot of men don't want to communicate, but if you want your marriage to be successful, you need to get this right. A marriage can't survive without communication. So both spouses need to listen to each other and respond with care, with love, genuinely so, and also with some concern, So you need to show your partner that you're really concerned about what they are communicating or about what they are saying. So when we read James chapter 1 verse 19, it says, "Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You must all be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to get angry." So that's what the Bible says. It says we must be quick to listen and be slow to speak and also be slow to be angry. Most of us, we are driven by anger and we rush on answering questions that we don't even understand. Number 2, compassion. Build on your communication with compassion. Don't just exchange words, but show each other encouragement. Show your spouse some tenderness, some kindness, and also have forgiveness because you're a child of God. When compassion sets the tone of your words, you will be setting a positive tone for your relationship. So you will be putting a good foundation for communication and a tone that says, "I care about you and I want to listen to you." Get rid of bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. We get that from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31 to 32. It says, be forgiving, be tender-hearted. Have what? Compassion towards your spouse. Don't always be full of words of anger. Don't always want to ridicule, or you always want to fight and angry. Number 3 is comfort. As husband and wife, you have a unique opportunity and a unique responsibility to provide comfort to each other. Where will your husband find comfort, or your wife? You're the one supposed to give comfort. So this comfort isn't just physical sex, sex or physical touch. You see, comforting each other also means providing a safe place for each other. In addition to the comfort of safety and security, you should give each other the comforts of, having fun together, having that joy, and having that laughter, brushing each other's head and making some jokes, and having that fun. So it gives and it brings comfort. So let laughter be the soundtrack to your marriage. So the healthiest couples prioritize the values of joy and fun. Have some time to really have fun, to really laugh together, watch some comedy, So they don't take their marriage lightly, but they also don't take life stresses too seriously. Don't always take life stresses too seriously, Sometimes just set a time and say, for this 30 minutes, we are just going to laugh and enjoy ourselves. The joy of the Lord is your strength. We get that on Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 10. So Genesis chapter 21, verse 6 says, Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me. So have a time to laugh. Sometimes just tickle each other, chase each other in the house and try and have a laugh. Have fun in your marriage. Number 4 is commitment. Love is just another word for commitment. So never give up on each other. Keep going. Your marriage won't be defined by the size of your struggles, but by the size of your commitment to overcome your struggles together. So it's not measured by the challenges you have, but by your commitment to overcome struggles together, to be one and committed to face the challenges of your marriage and life together. Your feelings might change by the minute, but if your commitment to each other stays strong, you'll be able to weather any storm with security of knowing that your marriage is strong, that your marriage is unbreakable, that your marriage is built on a solid ground, and it shall not be shaken. Romans chapter 12 verse 10 says, love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. So honor each other, take delight in each other, support each other, become a force that will be reckoned with. Galatians 6 verse 9 says, so let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. So don't give up when you are facing challenges. Don't give up on your love. Don't give up on doing good. You might say, I'm doing good, but it's not doing good. Don't give up on your person. There is a reward for that. So if you continue pursuing these 4 emotional needs, your marriage will grow stronger through every season of your life. And you will enjoy each other. And you will overcome whatever obstacle that may come your way. Thank you. I love you. Blessings.